Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you're watching us from. This is Eros of Today's Church. Eros of Today's Church. And in today's show, we are still continuing with our topic, divorce. But before we get started properly, let me take special time to thank those of you who have subscribed to our channel. God will reward you abundantly. And for those who are taking it upon themselves to share our video links, your reward is in heaven. Mighty reward awaits you in heaven. Now, in the last part of this discussion, we focused on ministers of God in foreign lands who divorced and then how it affected their ministry positively or negatively. We looked at the likes of John Wesley. John Wesley being the founder of the Methodist Church. He was an Anglican reverend, but he founded the Methodist Church. John Wesley had a cantankerous wife, a very terrible marriage, and they divorced. Then we looked at Catherine Kuhlman, who married an evangelist, but eventually had issues and had to part with him. Then we also looked at Kenneth Copeland. Kenneth Copeland being one of the last standing pillars of the Word of Faith movement. He married 3 times. He married one lady, married a second one before he married Gloria Copeland, with whom he formed the Kenneth Copeland Ministries. Then we also looked at Juanita Bynum. We also looked at Paula White. We also looked at Richard Roberts, the son of Oral Roberts, who founded Oral Roberts University, as well as Oral Roberts Evangelistic Association. In the last episode, we also established the fact that God hates divorce. God hates divorce. It says so in Malachi chapter 2, verse 16. Now, why does God hate divorce? If we understand why God hates divorce, then we too should hate divorce. Now, number one reason is that divorce means that both parties are wrong. Number 2, divorce truncates the stability of the home. Number 3, divorce distorts the proper nurture and upbringing of the children. Number 4, divorce, especially among professing Christians, only glorify the devil, not God. Number 5, divorce is an avoidable marital accident. Number 6, divorce is like cutting off the head because there is a headache. Number 7, at the root of every divorce case is the utter selfishness of one of the parties, at least. Number 8, divorce adds to the mortal moral confusion plaguing the world today. And number 9, most times when couples divorce, they tell lies, they misrepresent issues and facts, trying to justify their failure in marriage. And number 10, divorcees have a sense of moral and sexual license and liberty. They think that they have qualified to sleep with anybody they want, whenever they want, however they want. But these are the reasons, at least some of the reasons why God hates divorce. And so every true Christian should hate divorce. Having said that, these men of God that divorced know these truths. Why then do they still divorce? We're going to be looking at some of the examples right now. Archbishop Duncan Williams. Archbishop Duncan Williams married Mama Francisca early in his ministry. He is the founder of Action Faith Ministries in Ghana. Together they started the ministry, lived together for quite a while. He divorced her. Then after a while, he remarried her. Then after a while, he divorced her again and now married another lady with whom he is pioneering and continuing the ministry. Number 2, Chris Oyahilome. Chris Oyahilome of Christ Embassy Church or Believers Love World married Anita Oyahilome. They lived together for 22 years, did a lot of great things for God. After a while, there were allegations. Allegations began to fly left and right, saying that Christ Embassy has become a 5-star brothel. In a London court, Anita sought divorce. That is the situation with Chris Oyahilome. Number 3, Chris Okotie. Chris Okotie married Tina very early in the ministry. In fact, almost as soon as he got born again, he got married to Tina. He is the founder of Household of God Church in Ikeja, Lagos. He got married to Tina. Tina went to the USA and, according to Chris Okotie, refused to come back after 18 years of marriage. So Chris married Stephanie Henshaw. Stephanie Henshaw lived with him for 4 years, and after 4 years, they got divorced. Number 4, Chris Okafor. Chris Okafor is the founder, Mountain of Liberation and Miracle Ministries. He was married to Besem. Besem left him in 2012, claiming domestic violence. In fact, in 2014, she began to circulate pictures of alleged domestic violence against her by the man of God. Number 5, Pastor Itua Igodalo. Pastor Itua Igodalo was a provincial pastor in Redeemed, a very influential provincial pastor in Redeemed. He got married to Lucy Ann Sommer, and then after a while, they had issues, they got divorced. 10 years after their divorce, he remarried former Miss Lux, Ibiduni Ajayi, and then Redeemed had to ask him to step down because of the remarriage. Pastor Itua Igodalo. Number 6, Bishop John Edgar. Bishop John Edgar is the bishop and founder of Hope and Power Mega Church Worldwide, based in Abuja. He got married to a woman. It was a turbulent marriage, and he divorced her. And after divorcing her, he now married Apostle Mrs. Naomi Aderonke Edgar in 2019. Bishop Ben Enoch. Bishop Ben Enoch is the founder of Communion Chapel here in Festac, Lagos. He got married and divorced Reverend Esther Ben Enoch. What was the reason? He said spiritual reasons. Number 8, Bishop Chris Kwakove. He is the founder of our Daily Manna Ministries. He got married to Dolakbo Kwakove and divorced her. Later now, he got married to Pastor Flora Kwakove. Forgive me if I didn't pronounce it well. Number 9, Pastor Joshua Iginla. Pastor Joshua Iginla is of the Champions Royal Assembly in Abuja. He, in 2019, made a terrible confession. He said his wife and him, Yemisi is the name of the wife then, had children out of wedlock. He said when Yemisi brought her child out of wedlock to the home, he accepted her and forgave her. But then, when he brought his own, the woman refused and rejected, the child. So eventually the thing led to a divorce, and he married a South African-based prophetess, Stella Zimasa. So these are some of the people, some of the cases of ministers that we know about. Of course, there are thousands of others that we don't know about or we can't talk about because we don't have all the facts. But these are the ones we have the facts. The question is, what do we do? The rate of divorce among Christians is increasing every year. Every year. It's increasing at an alarming rate. So what do we do to stem the tide? What do we do to bring down this number? What do we do? Because it's becoming an issue for Christianity in this generation. How do we stop Christians from getting divorced? If you have an answer, please send it to us. Do a video of it and send to us. You see the number on the screen, 080-9302-9079. Or you write brotherluke@gmail.com, and then we can take it from there. But please, do it as a video so that we can hear you, see you, feel you. In the concluding part of this series, we shall be looking at causes of divorce amongst Christians. We have said that the rate is increasing. We need to know the causes. Now, we will look at the causes. We will look at the situation, what to do to stop Christians from divorcing. Until then, please like our program, like our video, share it, comment on it, and subscribe if you have not done so. God will reward you abundantly. God bless you.